go. Okay, well, thanks everyone for hopping on. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but Brandy and I are so excited to share the Boards app with you guys. Brandy is the one who introduced me to this whole new life of it. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Heather Ganifke and I'm an Emerald with Plexus, and I have a big, huge team. And Brandy has a big, huge team under her. She's also a virtual assistant. So it's helpful to like know where your stuff is at when you're sharing with your team, when you're, it doesn't even matter where you are. You could be using this. If you have one person under you, it's going to change your life. But so Brandy showed me all about this. I was instantly hooked and a little bit addicted to it. And now Brandy and I have made some really, really fun boards together and shared them. So we just want to share with you what we've learned and how easy it is to use. And we just hope you can duplicate this with whoever you're working with, or if you don't even have people you're working with, we just hope it helps you.
Okay, so here's a few things that we're gonna kind of cover. There's so much to this, but yet this is so easy. When I first learned about this, I knew literally nothing. But I was curious, so I went and got the app right away, and I was playing around with it. And if I can figure this stuff out, you guys can too. But my first thought was, okay, this is going to be so great for. Let me switch to this one because there's so many things you can do with this. My first thought was customer care. How many times are we maybe like going through a list in our back office, and we might be just doing all credit card declines or doing some customer care for people that might be losing their perk points, things like that. Well, we don't necessarily have to have personalized messages for those. I mean, obviously this is a person-to-person relational business, but there are some things that we can use duplicatable verbiage just to get those conversations rolling and let them know that maybe they're at risk of losing some perk credits or whatever. Or that they have their annual renewal coming up. So I was looking at that, and that was the first thing I wanted to make sure I got in to my boards because I would use that often. But then as I was going through, I thought, wait a minute, we had been doing messenger chat events. And if you guys are using messenger chat events, if you have done them, you know that a lot of times you're probably going back and forth from wherever you're saving all those posts, because it's a very fast-paced event, and sometimes that can get to be a little bit much. So I know in the past we've used like another message chat so that we can keep all of our things and just go back and forth, but that also required having all those photos saved somewhere on your phone. And how many people here have like massive amount of photos on their phones, and they're just trying to keep track of where they all are? And plus it takes up a lot of storage on your phone. And so this way, when you add you could add a messenger chat event all right into your boards. And at the click of a finger, instead of copying and pasting, it just pulls up right on your keyboard. It's an extra keyboard. You can store your photos on there. You can store video links, all the things, everything you want right at your fingertips. And so how easy is that? And you don't have to be storing your graphics on your phone. And also, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you use graphics over and over again, or if you're copying and pasting and just continually saving them, you start to lose the quality of that graphic. It might get a little fuzzy, a little blurry. And this way, you're just going to keep it all intact, just the same way you saved it. So you can kind of take a look in here. There's so many different ways that you can use this. I know in the past for us, we've made Facebook groups that we can never remember where they're at. For all the things, like if we saw a really great event that we wanted to duplicate and use over again, we maybe would save the posts and the graphics and all the stuff in there. It could just be something as simple as maybe you're inviting people to an event and you just want to initiate that conversation with a particular verbiage that's duplicatable, or maybe you want to help your team to be able to do that. Anything like that, you can just keep that right in your boards. You can make a board for it. And also welcome pack graphics. How often are you looking for welcome pack graphics? That's another thing that you can just store right in your boards. You don't have to have it like scrolling through your pictures for days and days and days to try to find the right one that you're looking for, or maybe in your notes section on your phone. This just keeps everything compact right into one place. and easily usable. So you guys can see that there's plenty of ideas that you can use this for, but this is by no means like it. Yeah, it is unlimited what you can do with this. So how do you set it up? We had some really great graphics on here before with the other one. But once you get in there, it really is intuitive. And these are things that once you get them set up, you can actually share back and forth. Heather and I have been sharing some stuff back and forth, and it's been awesome. Like, I don't have to recreate what she's doing. I can edit it if I want to, if I've got that editing privilege to do that on some of these, but we can just share back and forth. And that is the beautiful thing. Like, if you've got a team of people using this and somebody's got a great idea and they make up a board, you guys can all share that. And how awesome is that? Like, that's the super one Plexus, and that just saves time for all of us. So we can all use each other's great ideas and things like that. And we don't have to duplicate the wheel or reinvent the wheel. So the nuts and bolts, like I said, sharing is super easy. I think, can we pull up? Oh, can I pull up? I am the screen share. Well, we'll see. Heather, do you want to?
Brandy, I'm gonna send you a couple messages in Facebook with those graphics and see if we can get them to pull up that way.
Sure, I was gonna say, can I actually share all this? It's really, really super to start setting these up. Obviously, we kind of had a little bit of, just a learning curve to figure out like what is actually going to, what's going to be easy to organize. Like you want it to be organized in a way that you can use it easily. When it shows up on you can use it on your phone. This is an app that you can have on your phone. It's also something that you can use on your desktop, which is nice. When you use it on your phone, I wish I could just show you on my phone right now. I'm not very good at the screen sharing thing, but it's just another keyboard. Okay. Like when you have your alphabet keyboard, your emojis, all that stuff, there is literally just another keyboard, and you tap on it and everything is right there. So you want it to be organized in a way that you can use it. Okay, I'm not sure if I got those, Heather.
I sent it to your Facebook Messenger. One thing I was going to add, so when you start, when you're on your phone, you go to your app store, whether you have Android or an iPhone or Apple phone, then you go to your app store and download, I think it comes up just as Boards app or Boards. You download that on your phone. On the computer, we've kind of tried on a lot of different ones, like a regular HP Chromebook, the Apple computer. That one, it seems to work best by going to the website, but it is so simple to do. So you just download the app, it's free. And then on the computer, it'll all just sync together when you log in. And then as far as, so when we, like Brandy was talking about, as far as us sharing boards, when one of us makes a board, like for onboarding, for example, like if we have someone we're coaching and we want to check in on day 4 and then week 1, week 2, these are really great for onboarding. And I want to send it to Brandy, or we can share with our teams, we can send it there. But then like she was saying, if you're doing it from your phone, there's a little button you push and it goes right into that. And then you click week 1 and it's right in your messages. So you don't even copy paste, but you do have the option to edit in your messages. If you want to add something, take something away, maybe start it off like good morning, or however you want to start your message off. There's those options when you're in there.
Heather, I'm going to try to hop over to my boards and actually see if I can
pull it up and show it.
Share that here. Boy, see, you can learn something new every day.
Look how pretty it is.
Oh, look, can you guys see that now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move this over a second.
This is what it looks like from the computer version. So when you're on your computer and then typing it in.
Yes, this is something here. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be the touch of your finger to just put a message up. You're probably going to need to copy paste. That's what we've figured out. Unless there's something new that we don't know about. This is really where you would just like copy and paste something out that's already up there, but at least it's right here. And like I said, you can keep everything there. So the first thing that I really wanted to have on here was this customer care thing. So as you can see, there's a message already up there. For this, I would just copy paste it out. But you can share a lot of other things on here too. One of the things that, if you're in the Wellness Success group, she has got an incredible guide. She's got an incredible team guide. But I know that I always found it a little bit hard to use because unless I had that guide right there, it was just difficult to use. All the tools were there, but it was kind of challenging to use in the form it was in. But this here is going to bring you to the link. So everything that she had in this toolbox, let's say, can be right here. All the steps. So instead of trying to figure out where that is, it's all at your fingertips, and you can just type it right into, like Heather was saying, like maybe you're doing some follow-up. Maybe you're doing like a 30-day follow-up with somebody. Everything is right here. And when you tap on it, if you're on a mobile device, it will just go right into your messages. So that's a super easy way to have a duplicatable system with your team, but also just to do it.
Brandy, do you want to show real quick how to make one of those boards on the left? And then the options that you can put in your board?
So, okay, so there's a lot of things on here. I actually don't have all these things showing. We've made up a lot of different boards as we're kind of playing around with things. But I only have the ones showing that I want to be seen on my mobile device. Otherwise, there's almost just too much. So how to make a board. It's super easy. You're just going to go to create a board. Let's see here. What kind of board do we want to create? We want to create a message follow-up board. Okay, and these are, I mean, emojis are kind of silly, but it will help you remember where your stuff is at. So whatever helps you link message follow-up, whatever that is. I don't have a whole lot on here actually, but I'm gonna put an avocado because whatever helps you to remember where that is, that's going to be helpful when you have it on your mobile device. So we start by making a board. There's lots of different options here. A lot of times, if you want to have like I've got up here, I've got well, up a little further, I guess. I have combined a lot of different things into one board. Like maybe they're all messages or all posting and sharing type things. Maybe it's all events. I like to keep them all in one folder so that I can just not be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and trying to figure out what that is. However you want to organize things, just like in your house, whatever works best for you is what's best for you. But that's what's best for me. And so a lot of times I will make a folder inside of this board. And let's say I'm going to be doing 30-day follow-up. And obviously, again, you can go ahead and change this to whatever emoji you want. Well, this isn't what I would normally use, but whatever you want it to be. And then you can go ahead and create a text. The second in. This isn't obviously what I would say probably, but just you kind of get the rough idea. And maybe if you wanted to say this is what you're going to send on day 2. However it is that you want to do this, it is really, where is my thing at? I don't usually actually do it up on my desktop.
If you just click off of it, it'll save it.
Oh wait, hold up. Yep, there we go.
And yeah, click outside of the box, anywhere outside.
Anywhere outside the box except for
in the box.
There we go. There we go. So there's lots of different things that you can obviously do here. Maybe you've got a special corporate link that you want to send to them. Maybe you want to send them a little bit something about their product or about perk rewards or anything that you want to send them. You can go ahead and you can copy in the link right there. Maybe you've got a graphic that you want to send to them. You can go ahead and just add that graphic there. Obviously, it's going to take me to my photos. I don't really know what I want to add to that for my photos up there. But as you can see, there's a lot of different ways you can use this, and it's all going to be in a nice, neat spot.
Do you want to show how to share from here?
Yeah. Now, if I wanted to share, actually, I'm going to go back. What this is actually going to share is you end up sharing the whole board. So whatever is inside that board is what you end up sharing. You can do this a couple different ways. Let's see here. I don't even know what yours. I should know what your email is.
At gmail.com. Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna share it with. I'm gonna share it with Heather. So okay, so there's a couple different things that you can do. If I wanted to share a board with somebody that maybe we're working on a project, maybe we're doing an event together and we are both kind of working on it and we want to add it together, maybe I would say, okay, I want to share this with Heather so that she can edit it also. But maybe not everybody needs to edit things. Sometimes if you share something that can be edited, it takes away all the things that you once had and then you're very sad. So maybe I'm just sharing with my team and I want to share it and I also want them to be able to share it. So this is probably what I would use for most times that I'm sharing a board. However, you can also just let them be able to see it, but not necessarily share it. Maybe you're doing something that is strictly for your team and you really just don't want it to get out into Plexus World for everybody to have access to. Maybe this is something special that you just want to have for your own team. And so maybe you don't want everybody to be able to share it. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. I don't think I will share this one with Heather because this is really kind of a useless board, but that is how you do it. You can also see who are the members. I haven't added anybody to this yet, but you'll see the members, you'll see what their status is. Maybe you say, you know what, I didn't give her editing privileges earlier, but I would really like to. You can go ahead and go change that right here. And so, yeah. Okay.
From this spot, do you want to show then, let's say that I just sent you a board, but I did it that it's view only because I don't want it to be changed, but then you do want to change it. Do you want to show what happens at that point?
Right. Okay. So let's say, let me look here. Let me go up to, maybe I have a 30-day follow-up that somebody already gave me. This is mine, but what if Heather shared one for me and I wanted to add it into my own board? Maybe I wasn't able to edit it. Maybe I wasn't able to share it with my team, but I wanted to have access so that I can edit some things out too. I can actually come here and I can select what I want. Maybe she's got some things in there. I can select the whole board if I wanted to, or I can maybe just select, oh, maybe I just want to do days 1 through 4. I can actually copy that out and I can go ahead and put it in my new board.
Here at the top. Yeah.
So there they are, easy peasy. And now I can go and maybe I want to edit something on this now. Maybe she had some things that were more personal to her and maybe they didn't sound like me. Maybe I want to say, you know what, that sounded like Heather, but that didn't necessarily sound like me. And so I want to put something in there that's a little bit more personal for me or my team. That's another easy way you can do that too. So there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with this. We're really learning a lot about it. And like I said, if you've used Trello or Facebook groups that you cannot even figure out where they are anymore, or messenger chats that are all of a sudden at the very bottom of your chat scroll, this is such an easy way to have access to all your things. Same for like, even if you keep notes on your phone, I mean, that's great. However, this is something that you can actually use like at the touch of your finger, literally. So yeah, I don't know if was there anything else Any other things
I
that
think that was all of it.
that we didn't quite cover? Does anybody actually use boards or heard of boards before? I would love to know. This has been a lot of fun. It saves so much time. It saves a lot of mental energy just trying to figure out things. Even if you're doing a 30-day follow-up with somebody, you know, sometimes we can just overthink it, and it doesn't need to be like that. We want to give people good customer care, and sometimes we fail to do that if we're overthinking it. And
the way that this worked really nice for us just recently was how Brandy said you can make a board and then work together and edit together. So there's 2 other gals on our team, Alexis and Lindsay, that did a vendor booth with me. So we did a planning call and we organized all of our notes in a vendor booth board, and we each had our own section, so we knew what we needed to do. But then what was huge for us was during the vendor show, people came up and we went back and forth, like, do you hand them information, or really we want to get in touch with them? So everybody has questions, and you probably get this anyway when you're talking to people and you have a prospect and they're like, oh, well, I'd like to see the product sheet for the Slim. Can you give that to me? So when we had people directly right there talking to us, we'd be like, hey, I can actually just send you the product sheet quick. And then we went to our board, our vendor booth board, and we had, like Brandy had said, all the welcome packs in one folder. Like, she has folders here. So we had all the welcome packs in one. Oh, here, there's the vendor booth one.
we have one here. Yeah.
So we had notes from our call, and then we have the welcome pack graphics. So if you want to click on that, you can kind of show them.
Yeah.
We're going to run out of time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But this is what we brought. And then the welcome pack graphics, we have every welcome pack. So then if they were interested in a couple different ones, you just click. And then if we're doing it from our phone, it just sends it. Or here you just copy it, paste it. Then we have if you click on the product info sheet, we used it constantly. So if you click on that, it would just send the link. Like, there's nothing else to do. So we're like, here you go. And now we're in their phone, so we can follow up and we have their information. And then we have product videos. Like, how often are you looking for a video and you're scrolling through your notes trying to find it? Here you can see it. And then the before and after pictures we had here too, because people are, asking questions. So we utilize this like crazy. I don't know how many Facebook messages or phone numbers. And then even when I'm talking to somebody, just a regular chat, following up with them, they'll ask like, okay, well, tell me, maybe they'll want a testimony. It's so quick and easy. But between the welcome packs, product videos, product sheet infos, this is like a must save for you, because it's just nice to have at your fingertips right there in one spot.
Yeah, whether you're using it for Messenger or text, like Heather was saying too, like, yeah, you might be at an event, or you might be somewhere, even you might just be at church or out and about doing something, and somebody asks, and there you go. You've got it right at your fingertips. If you've got their phone number or you've got their Messenger, you can just send it right to them. Yeah, even if maybe you're doing a Facebook event and you want to have everything right there. Yes. You can post. You have a posting calendar for yourself. Maybe you're like really on top of the game and you know what you want to post. You can just have those things entered in. Yes, you can have
post like we've been doing now in our new like accountability or mentoring thing. So if you're going to plan out your whole week, you could have one right here, right up your post, and it's all ready to go and copy paste. So it's a nice place. Like you said, then you don't have to save all these photos on your phone for the graphics that you want to use for your posts. Right. But, I just saw Danika's question. This is totally free, you guys, completely free. It's a free app on your phone, and it's free if you're on the computer to go to the website, and then it'll link your phone app or whatever you use to both of them. So it's incredible.
Yeah, you guys should just check it out. Like I said, if I can figure this out, you can figure this out. It's very intuitive. Obviously, some of these things we've kind of figured out as we've been playing around with it a little bit more. So hopefully this will save you that learning curve, just from what we shared here. But yeah, it's awesome. If you have any other questions, let us know. Otherwise, I think I'm going to stop sharing this.
Yeah, so does anyone have any questions? We have just like 2 minutes left and we're going to be out of time. So either pop it in your chat or you can click unmute and ask a question.
Anything?
I do. I always have questions. I'm sorry. Awesome. I've been using Trello and it looks so much easier. So thank you guys for doing this training.
Yeah.
I'm watching a friend's baby while she shops today. So he was squawking. My video was off. Now he's sleeping.